There are tens of thousands of symbiote species in the Marvel Universe, and they're incredibly popular because there's something special. Among them, of course, some are way stronger than the others. And obviously, there's a king out there who could absolutely wreck the Avengers. So, let's jump into their introduction. Let's go. Before we start, just know that we're going to introduce the 7 strongest symbiotes. Naturally, we'll go from number 7 up to number 1, so stick around till the end and hopefully you won't skip ahead. Starting with number 7, it's none other than the infamous symbiote known as Bedlam. When Eddie Brock and Venom became one of the Black Kings and gained insane levels of power, Eddie traveled across the cosmos. While passing through the Garden of Time, he found something that truly fascinated him, another Black King, known as Bedlam. Bedlam is unbelievably strong, even stronger than Eddie Brock himself. He can control other symbiotes and command them at will, and he also has the ability to project and duplicate his consciousness across the past and the future, allowing him to know what's happening in both timelines. This gave him the ability to enslave Eddie Brock, who, let's not forget, was already a Black King. So yeah, Bedlam is way stronger than Venom. Bedlam was ready to completely consume Venom, but after a moment of distraction, Venom managed to escape. Quick little spoiler, Venom himself doesn't even make it into this top 7 list. He's probably around 13th or 14th on the list of the strongest symbiotes. So, trust me, we've got even bigger monsters coming up. Moving on to number 6, Carnage. Even though in terms of raw power, he doesn't rank first, Carnage is still one of the most dangerous symbiotes in the Marvel Universe. Carnage is pure unpredictability, the very embodiment of chaos. He is endlessly furious, and unlike any other Marvel character, he's a massive bloodthirsty beast. You probably can't even imagine what I'm saying. In the comics, he just kills and kills, creating some extremely brutal R-rated scenes. Something way worse than DC's Joker. Carnage was born when Eddie Brock escaped from a prison cell he shared with the mass murderer Cletus Kasady, leaving a fragment of the Venom symbiote behind. That fragment bonded with Kasady, resulting in something even more dangerous than Venom. Because Carnage is relentless in destruction, and the amount of symbiote inside Kasady is even greater than what Eddie Brock had, he became an absolute monster. Number 5 on our list is Toxin. Toxin is a symbiote that was born from Carnage. And fun fact, a symbiote produced from another symbiote is often stronger than the parent, like Carnage being stronger than Venom, and now Toxin stronger than Carnage. Toxin is one of the strongest symbiotes in the entire symbiote family tree. In terms of power, Toxin has abilities very similar to Venom and Carnage, but he's even stronger than the combination of the two. He also has a venomous bite and virtually limitless healing abilities. He can grow to double his normal size, and here's the kicker, he's immune to Spider-Man's webs and spider sense. Meaning Spider-Man can't even sense him coming. And Spider-Man's webs? Yeah, they're basically a joke to Toxin. Now for number 4 on our list, Grendel. You probably haven't heard much about Grendel, and he hasn't been referenced in the movies either, but he's insanely powerful, always making it to the top ranks on symbiote lists. Grendel is one of the few symbiote dragons created by the symbiote god, and few things inspire as much terror in comic readers as Grendel. He's a massive being who can travel between galaxies. His blood alone contains enough firepower to wipe out anything or anyone in his path. Unlike most symbiotes, Grendel doesn't even need a host. Hosts usually limit symbiotes from reaching their true potential, but Grendel has no such limits. This makes him an unstoppable force of chaos and destruction. In fact, Grendel even fought the Norse gods back in the 6th century. Though he was ultimately defeated, he survived, and he's immortal, waiting for another day to rise and take revenge on Thor. Number 3 is All Black. I need to dive a little deeper into this one. All Black is the dark sword forged by Knull, the god of symbiotes, and it's actually a living symbiote itself. This blade was known as the God Slayer, capable of killing even immortal gods like Thor, King Loki, and Gore the God Butcher. Yeah, we saw a version of this in the movies where Gore used the Necro Sword. For years, this sword was seen as just a powerful weapon, but eventually, it was revealed to be an actual living symbiote. All Black was forged using the corpse of a celestial, and it has a way different and way stronger power level compared to regular symbiotes. It has no weaknesses, not even throwing it into a star. In fact, throwing All Black into a star actually destroyed the star. And anyone who wields the sword becomes All Black themselves, instantly making them stronger than basically every other symbiote by a margin of like 10,000. Except for two beings. Number 2, Knull, the god of symbiotes, the king of darkness.
Knull,
The god of the void, creator of the symbiotes, master of the necrosword. He's got so many terrifying titles, it's insane. Knull was originally created to be on par with cosmic beings like the Celestials, helping maintain the multiverse balance.
but
He betrayed that purpose, like most villains do, and decided to conquer everything instead. He built an army of symbiotes and pushed his mission forward. I'm not going to drag this out. Just know that Knull could wipe out the Avengers in literal seconds. And finally, number 1, Venom, God of Light. Now, you might be thinking, wait, didn't you say Venom was like 13th or 14th? Yeah, regular Venom, but this version is way different. Let me explain. For a brief time in the comics, Venom became the strongest hero in the entire Marvel universe. How, you ask? How could he be stronger than Knull? It all started during a massive battle where the Avengers and Silver Surfer fought Knull. Long story short, they got wrecked and Venom got killed. But thanks to the Enigma Force, one of the most powerful forces in the Marvel Universe, Venom was resurrected. With the Enigma Force, the full power of the Silver Surfer sword, and even Thor's hammer, because, fun fact, Venom became worthy of Mjolnir. Venom reached his peak. With these combined powers, Venom absolutely demolished Knull. He beat him down so bad that he ripped the darkness out of Knull's body, dragged it into the sun, and destroyed it. Of course, the force of darkness eventually returns, because Knull is immortal and necessary for Marvel's cosmic balance. But for that moment, Venom, God of Light, was the strongest symbiote in Marvel Comics history. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this list. If you know of any other symbiotes you think should have made the cut,